Hi friends, today we are going to discuss about it, Mendelism. So contribution of Mendel to genetics is also called as Mendelism. So Mendelism is original uh, research plan hybridization. Original research on plant hybridization. So this is a basic concept to modern genetics. Mental whatever given the theory and the laws is a basic concept to modern genetics. So Mendel also called as father of genetics. He was born peasant family in 1822 in Austria. He worked as a teacher. He died in 1884. So he performed a series of experiments with pea plant, which is also called as Pisum sativum in the garden. So he is published in 1866 and 1867 in the Proceeding of the Natural History of Society of Bern. So the work of Mendel remained unnoticed to the world for 33 years. Okay, so he worked unnoticed to the world for 33 years. Friends, I'll tell you one thing, don't be discouraged, be hard work. Sometimes the world may not be recognized, but one day you will get reward. Don't be discouraged, be sincere, be an integrity person and hard work. One day the world will reward you. Don't expect. Look at the Mendel. He worked several years. He found out so many laws, but unnoticed by this 30 years, 33 years by this world. So sometime it will happen to for us also. Don't be discouraged. So this in 1990 and 1905, so genetics, this principle of genetics worked out by Mendel were discovered by three botanists, namely Karl Lorenz, Hugo de Vries, von Desmarck. Karl Lorenz, which he discovered this incomplete dominance. Hugo de Vries, he discovered mutation theory. So von Desmarck, this three member after Mendel passed away, rediscovered this Mendel works and his theory. Then he proved it. Yes, whatever Mendel said is right. So this is called as Mendelism. So why he chosen the particular plant? The reason for the success of Mendel and his theory. So he chose a plant, okay, for this experiment. He chose the plant pea plant. It is also called as Pisum sativum. Okay, Pisum sativum. So the flower are self-fertilized. The pea plant flower is self-fertilized, which we can see it number of clear contrasting characters, perfectly fertile. Cross pollination is, it's not very difficult. It is very easy to cross pollinate these plants and flowers, and artificial fertilization also successful. 7 pair of character are located on 7 separate homologous pair of chromosomes. So easy to cultivate, short growth of period and short life health. This is the reason Mendel success in this plants. Okay, so flower are self-fertilized, clear contrasting color, perfectly fertile, cross pollination is very easy, artificial fertilization also successful, 7 pair of character located on the separate homologous chromosome, easy to cultivate, short growth and short life cycle. So that's the reason Mendel got a success in this theory. So the 7 pair of character, height of the stem, color of the flower, position of the flower, pod shape, pod color, seed color. Okay, so here also there's 2 characteristics. One is dominant, another one is recessive. Dominant means one who show off these characters. Recessive means one who hide himself, which is also called recessive. So height, where they are tall and dwarf. Color of the flower, either colored or white color. Position of the flower, either axial or terminal. Pod shape, either inflated or constricted. Pod color, either green or yellow. Seed shape, either round or ringled. Seed color of the cotyledon, yellow and green. So this is the 7 character Mendel selected for his experiment. So next we move to this Mendel's law. Okay, Mendel, based on this experiment, he given a three theory. One is law of dominance, law of segregation or law of purity of gametes, law of independent assortment. Then we move this one by one. So law of dominance. What is law of dominance? One factor in a pair may mask or prevent the expression of this other. Each organism formed by bundle of characters and each character controlled by a pair of factor or gene. For example, this is we are tall and dwarf, these characters. Okay, it is bundle of characters controlled by the gene. Okay, each pair of character tall, okay, is responsible for the expression of a particular character. For example, height. Okay, based on height they express the character they appear. F1 generation is dominant. Those which not appear in this F1 generation, which is recessive. Dominant means which character, those character which is able to show himself, which is called dominant, hide himself, which is called as recessive. Recessive factor, when it is expressed, they will freely express itself in the absence of dominancy. For example, when you look at this, the height of the flower, capital T, and another dwarf plant which is small t. So when we cross in the F1 generation, capital T and small t. When we put it in the checkerboard, capital T and small t, capital T and small t. So when we check cross, ratio will get as tall, and tall will get it in that ratio. So the law, it is, once again I am repeating, so they have a three law: law of segregations, law of independent assortment, law of dominance. So law of segregation, the two allele for each genes, are placed in different gametes. Second law, law of independent assortment, the inheritance of one gene doesn't affect inheritance of another gene. The inheritance of one gene does not affect the inheritance of any other gene. The law of dominance, when two different alleles are present, only one dominant will be expressed in the F1 generation. So law of segregation, of law of purity of gametes, law of independent assortment, law of dominance. These are the three laws. Next, this is based on this law, Talton, okay, and this Ox law of the flower, okay, and this terminal oxal flower and terminal flower, green part, yellow parts, inflated and ringle, round and ringle, colorless and white, yellow cotyledon, green cotyledon. So based on this things, Mendel proved is a law of dominance. Next, when we move to the second law is talk about law of segregation, or else law of purity of gametes. Here, during gamete formation, the gene of particular gametes separate or enter into different gametes. This law is based on monohybrid cross. Law of dominance and law of segregation, which is based on this monohybrid cross. Here, the two genes of particular character remain unnoticed when they are inside the organisms. During gamete formation, the pair of gene segregated enter into this different gametes. Here, hence, each gametes contain only one pair of character which is responsible for particular characters. So during these gamete formations, the paired factor, for example, capital T and small t present in the F1 generation plant, so segregate independently enter into this different gametes. Each gamete receive capital T or small t from the paired factors capital T and small t, which are responsible for the expression of single character, which is also called as height. So here it is, during the gamete formation, the gene particular character separate or enter into this different gametes. So next law we are going to prove it, law of independent assortment. The law of independent assortment based on the dihybrid cross. Law of dominance, law of segregation based on the monohybrid cross, law of independent assortment based on the dihybrid experiment. What is the independent assortment? the gene for each pair characters separate independently those of other character during the gamete formations. Once again, I'm repeating, the gene for each pair of characters separate independently from those of other character during the gamete formation. Look at, for this proving this experiment, he chooses yellow rounds. Another one is green ringed seeds. So F1 generation we will get it yellow rounds. Among this F1 intercross we will get it four type of gametes: capital Y, capital R, capital Y, small y and capital R, small y and small r. So the factor for yellow color are sought out independently of the factor of round shape. The factor of yellow color are sought out independently the factor of round shape. Which this gene Y, okay, the yellow color Y may combine with the dominant, another dominant gene which is round, and or the recessive gene it is which is all called ringle of the character enter with this gametes. Similarly, the gene Y, it may be combined with the dominant gene or capital R, and the recessive gene is R enter into this gametes. So F1 generation will get this four type of gametes: capital Y, capital R, capital Y, small y, capital R, small y, small r. So these are the, so each pair of characters separate independently from those other character during the gamete formations. Okay, so this is the theory of Mendelism. Mendel, he proved this law of dominance, law of segregation, and or else law of purity of gametes, law of independent assessment based on the monohybrid cross and dihybrid cross. He proved this three theory in the year 1882 to 1884. So he published the book which is also called Natural History of Society of Baron. Then in this 1900, in his theory was rediscovered by three botanists: Karl Correns, De Vries and Desma. Thank you friends, thank you for watching for this video.